welcome to video 125? Oh, was it? I'm gonna check that, but I think it's like 125 or something. But it'll be labeled below, I don't know. So, today we are reading Pirate Pete's Giant Adventure by Kim Kennedy. Let me turn that off. Got the air conditioner going because it's hot. So that's Pirate Pete's Giant Adventure by Kim Kennedy. Ready? Yeah. Hoist the sails, shouted Pirate Pete. Avast, yay! Wake up, squawked his parrot. You're dreaming again. Pete opened his eyes. The parrot was right. They were still adrift at sea in their little rowboat. They were getting nowhere fast, and Pete knew it. Oh, I wish I had a ship, moaned Pete. Why, I'd do anything for a ship. Oh, you want a book? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I think I'm losing my voice too. Just then, the waves began to shimmer. A splash of foam. A sea fairy appeared. I'll grant your wish for a ship, she offered, if you go on a special quest. What might that be, little matey? Asked Pete. Go to Thunder Island, she said, and find the sea fairy Sapphire. Pete had heard of the sea fairy Sapphire. It was a magical stone that had been stolen from the sea fairy kingdom. Return the Sapphire to the ocean, she instructed, and you will be rewarded with a wondrous ship. I'll do it, agreed Pete. How will I find the sea fairy Sapphire without a map? Just follow the sound of thunder, said the fairy. But aware, for thunder does not always come from clouds. Then she disappeared. A brisk wind began to blow, and the little rowboat traveled swiftly. Soon, over the sound of the breeze came the rumbling of thunder. Pete laid a hand to his ear, then checked his spyglass. Land ho! Cried Pete. Thunder Island, straight ahead. What? Another book? All right. There you go. They had just come ashore when boom, 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 claps of thunder rolled. "'Tis coming from the other side of the island," said the parrot. So off they marched to the palm trees, with Pete banging coconuts and singing. When I finds the sea fairy Sapphire, I'll get me a ship of wonder. All I gots to do is follow the sound of thunder. By and by they came to the heart of the island. What a strange-looking lagoon, said the parrot. And with all this thundering, why does it never rain? Boom! Another rumbling sound. Pete picked up his pace and cried, When I finds the sea fairy Sapphire, I'll get me a ship of wonder. All I gots to do is follow the sound of thunder. Boom, boom. "'Tis getting louder," said the parrot. "We must be near." Pete looked through his spyglass. He could see something sparkling on a hill up ahead. "I seize it," said Pete. "I seize the sea fairy Sapphire." What? You got all these books already? All right. Always liking his books. Soon they came upon a cave, and Pete stumbled in. He grabbed the glimmering blue jewel. "Why, 'twas easy," Pete cried. "Quick, throw it into the sea," said the parrot. "Then we'll get a ship." "Not so fast," said Pete. "This here is a magical wishing stone. Let's see what it can do." Pete stared into the glittering stone and commanded, "Give me a treasure map to the world's greatest treasures." The stone glowed a bright blue, and in a swirl of sea mist, a map appeared. Pete tucked it into his coat. "That's enough," said the parrot. "Throw the sapphire into the sea." "Another thing," Pete told the stone. "I want the world's mightiest sword." The sapphire glowed even brighter, and a splendid sword appeared. "That's enough," squawked the parrot. "Now throw the sapphire into the sea so we can get our ship." Another book. Okay. He's got to see them come off the bookcase. I don't know. "All right," grumbled Pete. But as they left the cave, a terrific crash shook the ground. Boom, boom, boom. Pete and his parrot looked up, up. A giant. The parrot flapped. "The thunder has been coming from a giant's big feet, stomping about." "Aye," gulped Pete, looking up at the big brute. "So he's the scurvy dog that hornswoggled the sapphire from the sea fairies." The giant caught a whiff of Pete and snatched him up. I knew I smelled a pirate, he bellowed. A stinky pirate. Arr, not as stinky as you may be, growled Pete. Oh, but you're salty too, snarled the giant. Suddenly, he saw the sapphire tucked into Pete's hand. Trying to sneak the sapphire from me, eh? He grumbled. The giant drew Pete even closer, so that Pete could smell the stink of old seaweed from his breath. Do you know what I do to sneaky pirates? Okay. There you go. Couple more bucks. Nay, Pete said. I yank off their hooks, roared the giant, shaking the ground with his mighty voice. With the giant's finger wrapped tightly around him, Pete knew there was no chance for escape, but perhaps he could outsmart him. You can yank off me hook if you wish, Pete said. You can use it to catch a big mackerelfish, but just don't throw me into the sea. The giant blinked, a bit puzzled. What? A pirate afraid of the sea? He scratched his head. Forget your hook, the giant decided. I'm going to pull off your peg leg. You can pull off me peg leg if you like, said Pete. You can use it as a toothpick, but just don't throw me in the sea. I'll use it as a toothpick, all right, snorted the giant. After I eats ye, that is. You can eats me if you please, said Pete. You can boil me up in a big pot of pirate stew, but just don't throw me in the sea. You really are afraid of that sea, aren't you? Said the giant, a glint of mischief in his eyes. Well then, how about a little swim? With that, the giant hurled Pete into the sky, clinging tightly to the sapphire. Pete flew into the clouds, and then back down to the sea, where he landed with a great splash. Suddenly, the waves began to churn and bubble. Then up from the deep, an amazing ship arose, with Pirate Pete aboard. You tricked me, shouted the giant, as he plowed into the water and grabbed the ship's anchor. We're doomed, squawked the parrot. He's pulling us in. The sapphire can't save you now, the giant laughed. Nay, said Pete, but me mighty sword can. Pete drew the shining sword, and with the slightest touch, its gleaming blade cut the chain. The ship was set free. Now for a bit of me own thunder, Pete shouted. Fire a cannon. With a tremendous boom, a cannonball shot from the ship, sending the giant fleeing back to the shore. Then a mighty wind filled the ship's sails, and off she went, far and away from Thunder Island. The sea fairies had fulfilled their promise indeed. Pete's new vessel was the most wondrous ship to ever sail in the high seas. Fine sailing weather, cheered the parrot. Aye, called Parrot Pete, unfurling his new treasure map, and with a gleam in his eye he sang, I found the sea fairy sapphire, and I got me a ship of wonder. I'm off again to distant lands, where there's jolly good treasure to plunder. That is an awesome book. What do you think? What do you think? Pirates, huh? That was Pirates Pete's Giant Adventure by Kim Kennedy. Right? That's a good book. Good artwork. Good children's story. And had a twist at the end, huh? Yep. Didn't know how it was going to end. Look at that guy. Do you see that guy? Look. Look at him. And say hi to everybody. Hi. You can do it. Yeah. You had a good day today. Yeah, you had a good day at school. It's Friday. Have a good weekend, everyone. Really encourage you to go to noahsgear.com. There's a section, or you can go to noahsgear.com/readwithnoah. Either way, check out everything. Join our book club. It's free. We want to say hi to our soon-to-be friends, so kind of updating it every single day. So anyways, guys, like and share our Instagram and Facebook. Subscribe to YouTube. Check out Noah's Path. We have all sorts of stuff going on that we're trying to do. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. He can't control his drool that comes out of his mouth. He just can't control it right now. He doesn't have a whole lot of motor control here. So that's why the bib, and all sorts of stuff. And so sorry, guys. I know. I know. It's just the way it is. So, anyways, guys, until tomorrow. I know you know it's coming. See, he knows it's coming. So say goodbye. See, say goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
Goodbye. All right. See. Yeah, I know. All right, guys. Take care.